Yo, what's up, everybody? Great morning to you. Great morning to you. This your boy Jarvis here. You're with me on my IG, my FB, and YouTube, but it's still Jarvis TV. And it is a beautiful Wednesday morning. I would love to call it Wild Out Wednesday because it's just Wednesday and it's time to wild out. I just wanted to jump on here really quick. I'm on my way to the gym, about to get this first workout in, and something that was on my heart this morning is I was thinking about something that I said a long time ago. And it was not a statement that I necessarily made on a live, but it was a statement that I made in a session where I was speaking. I think I was teaching on a campus, on a college campus, and it was either a live, campus alive or word up, one of the two. But I made a statement and I said that God is not intimidated by, or no, God is not limited by your issues. He's not limited by your fear. He's not limited by your situation. He's confident that he can cover it for you. Then I started thinking this morning about David and Goliath, right? And we're always talking about slaying giants. Always talking about slaying giants. And if I didn't see you jump on, my bad. You got to shoot a comment in because I'm running it through StreamYard this morning. But, good morning to you, though, if you're on here. But David, he's known in the Bible for slaying giants. He's known for being a worshiper, and he's known for being a man after God's own heart, right? And so today, I'm talking about you not comparing David to Goliath. And what I mean by not comparing David to Goliath, stop comparing you to your situation. Stop comparing you to your finances. Stop comparing you to your issues. Stop comparing you to your problems. Stop comparing you to the world of issues, or the world of dilemma, the world of problem, or the world of the things that are not making you happy that are coming at you. I said in the description that you need to think like David, right? What did David do? David never compared Goliath to himself. Could you imagine what the story would have went, how the story would have went if David had compared himself to Goliath? If he looked at this 10-foot, ugly, Thanos-looking, I'm about to snap my finger on you, it's inevitable, we're going to crush the world man, and try to take him on as a child, man. Try to take him on as a child. David was like 15, somewhere between like 15 and 17. That's what the scholars say, right? David looked at him and did not compare himself to him, because if he had, he probably wouldn't have ran up on him. Matter of fact, his father didn't think that he could do it. His brothers didn't think that he could do it. And when Saul sent them out here, he sent them out there like, yo, you know what? If we lose a child, we lose a child. It's what it is. However, in David's mind, what David did is he compared Goliath to his answer. Now, I don't know if you are a individual of faith. I don't know if you believe in God or not. I don't know what it is that your spiritual philosophy may be, but I will tell you this: when you compare your issues to God instead of comparing your issues to yourself, that's a win every single time. A big W. I'm talking about a win all the way across the board. I'm talking about the championship coming home to you. Unfortunately, a lot of times we have these issues that are going on in life, and we compare ourselves to our issues. And your issues could be anything from an addiction of some sort. You may be addicted to drugs. You may be addicted to alcohol. You may be addicted to, there's all kinds of things that are out there. You're addicted to pain, addicted to, like, whatever the case is, there's addictions that are out there. And whenever you're addicted to something, what that means is that you're a slave to that thing. Could you imagine had the story gone the way that Goliath wanted it to go? If you think about David and Goliath, when you think about David and Goliath, Goliath came out there and said, you send your best warrior, and when I beat him, we're going to make you slaves. Take that and apply that to your life. That means that when you're looking at your finances and they're holding you down, and that's your Goliath, and your Goliath is like, you send Bonquisha out here, and when I beat her down with these finances, and I make her see that it's more month than money, and I make her see that she don't have enough money to buy what she want to buy, and there's not enough food in the cabinets, I'm going to make her my slave. Think about if your addiction got a hold of you like that. If it's drugs, if it's sex, if it's porn, whatever it is, I don't know. But what if that addiction came to you and said, you send Billie Jean out here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat Billie Jean, and then after I beat Billie Jean, I'm going to make her my slave. If your addiction is drugs, if your addiction is alcohol, if whatever your addiction is, if you look at your addiction and you put that voice to your addiction, and that addiction is coming at you and saying that it's going to make you a slave, how would you feel? Like, what would you do? I know for me, I would come out swinging. I would fight like I had nothing left to lose, because reality is you don't have anything to lose. And that's what David did. David looked at it and said, I don't have nothing to lose. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with the problems that I have going on at work? That's your Goliath. If you look at the problems that you're having at work, or the issues that you're having with somebody that's in your job or in your vicinity, relationship issues, if you look at that and you look at the person who's really controlling that situation, it's not you controlling the situation. If you're comparing the situation to you, it's the other person, and that other person now becomes a slave driver. I'm using the word slave because I know all of us hate to hear that word, and if you love to hear it, I don't know what to tell you. But I know for me, I don't ever want to see myself in captivity. I don't want to ever see myself in shackles. I don't ever want to see myself in bondage. I don't ever want to see myself being held down by anyone or anything. So you have to really, literally get it in yourself to say, you know what? I am not going to be slaves to Goliath. I am not comparing myself to Goliath. And your Goliath is depression. Your Goliath is heartbreak. Your Goliath is anxiety. Your Goliath is worry. Your Goliath is doubt. See, I just took this to a whole nother level. It's not just the things that we could be addicted to. It's not just the issues that we see in our day to day. It's the emotions that we feel. Those things become your Goliath. Goliath can be misery. Goliath can be shame. Look, I'm going to tell you, man, shame is one of those things that is a huge lie. And I'm saying it with boldness and confidence. Shame is a huge lie. Shame stems from the thought that you have of something that you may have done out of character, out of context, that somebody else may have seen, or people may have reacted to or responded to, and now you feel horrible because it was out of your character and it's not who you are. You got to change the thought process that you have up here, but you can't do it by yourself. You have to access this thing called Love. Yes, I did it in sign language. I'm learning new languages, and that's one of them, sign language. You got to do it with this word called love. Love is real. Love is it's unpredictable, quite honestly. Love is unconditional, quite honestly. Love is the strongest asset that we have in this entire world. The crazy thing, whether you believe or not, the definition of love, the purest definition of love is God and God is love. And why is that the purest definition of love? Because love allows you to make your own decisions. Love allows you to be who you want to be. Love loves you past any mistake, any fault, anything that you may do. See, the thing is about this is that shame piece. Don't let it hold you. Don't let it wrap its arms around you. Don't let it put its clanks on you. Whatever you did, it's already forgiven. Whatever you did, it doesn't even matter. Whatever happened in your life, it's not your fault, even if you feel like it's your fault. Now, we have to take some responsibility for the decisions that we make. That's something that's a little bit different. So take responsibility for the decisions that you make. There's nothing wrong with taking responsibility for the decisions that you make. I encourage that. I implore that. There's a young man that I know who he is one of those people that he is very intentional with his words. He's very intentional in accepting when he has said or done something. And what I mean by accepting when he has said or done something, it's like this thing where let's just say that he did something and somebody is demanding him an apology. Well, he may not look at it and say, you know, what I did, I owe them an apology. He'll look at what he said, what he did, and say, you know what, I own that. I should not have done that. Now, does that mean that he doesn't need to apologize at times? That doesn't mean that. It just means that he's very good at owning what happened and what took place. And I believe that is a very commendable and respectable thing. Now, when he does realize that he needs to apologize, he will apologize. That's the transparency of it all. So each and every one of us, what I'm using that situation for and that young man for is I want you to own the things that you may have said, own the things that you may have done, but never let yourself fall into shame or condemnation. Shame and condemnation comes from, noticing the mud that's still on your hands because you got a little down and dirty and you're seeing it and you're like, it's still under my knees. Shame and condemnation comes from you allowing yourself to believe that you're not worth the forgiveness that's already given to you. It comes from you believing that you're not worth the next step. You're not worth the value that's been put on your life. I'm going to tell you just like this. There's somebody somewhere using their power, their ability, their influence on your behalf. And today is a day where something absolutely amazing is going to happen to you, but you cannot be that person that is comparing David to Goliath. Stop comparing yourself to your situation. Do what David did. David said, you know what, Goliath, you are big, but my God is bigger. And you ain't even got to believe in God to make that statement. I don't care what you believe. Trust me when I say this, all right? You look at your situation, and your situation may be bigger than you. Don't compare you to your situation. You compare your situation to the answer. And I believe that that answer is God. And I know that my God is way bigger than any problem or any situation that I've ever gone through. Anything that I've ever dealt with, he's bigger than misery. He's bigger than defeat. He's bigger than shame. As a matter of fact, defeat doesn't even exist because it says that I will always triumph through Christ Jesus. Oh my God. You know, nothing is impossible to those who believe. Like, there's so many things. If God before me, who can be against me? There's so many things that just run through my mind. And I start to get excited because now I feel like David running with those stones at my Goliath, and I'm about to slay my Goliath. And I want to challenge you today to slay your Goliath. Slay your Goliath. Bust his head wide open. And you do that by not trying to fix it yourself and not comparing your situation to you, but instead comparing your situation to your answer. And I believe that the answer is God. So, hey, this is your boy Jarvis. I absolutely love you. Tracy, what's up? It's good to see you this morning. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody, before I jump off of here, we're still doing the the donations. You know, I'm running that until we reach the goal. The goal, I really wanted to hit our goal before the end of July. There's still time. I believe that it can happen. I just want you guys to know that I absolutely love you. Please go ahead and make your donation. When you go into the GoFundMe, it will let you know exactly what it is that this money is going towards. Money to go towards kids, families in need, you know, scholarships, mentoring programs. We're going to make it happen. Hey, this is your boy Jarvis. I absolutely love you. Absolutely love y'all. But now I got to get out here on this field and make it happen and get my workout in. Hey, but this is going to be running. I don't care when you watch it, in the morning, in the night. Watch it as many times as you want. And hit your boy up. Let me know how you're feeling. I love y'all. Boom, 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 boom. And I'll holler at you later. Have a blessed one. Again, this is your boy Jarvis. You're with me on my IG, my FB, and it's on YouTube, but it's still Jarvis TV. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.